2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. That day shall not come lest there be a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed. Okay? Go on. This is Isaiah chapter 32 verse 7. The instruments, I'll start from 6. For the vile person will speak villainy, and his heart will work iniquity, to practice hypocrisy, and to utter error against the Lord, to make empty the soul of the hungry, and he will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail. The instruments also of the child are evil. He deviseth wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speaketh right. Right. Read that again. Let me break that down. First one, yeah? Nice and slow. What, 6 or 7? This is Isaiah chapter 32 verse 6. For the vile person will speak villainy, and his heart will work iniquity. Right, and let's talk about these Edomites, aka these Caucasians today. What does it say? Hebrews 6 and 12. Lest there be any fornicator such as Esau. That's what the Bible's talking about. What is it? And the Esau is these Edomites. Alright? Because it comes from the Hebrew word Adawam, which means red. Because they have no melanin in their skin. So straight, plain facts. Okay? Go on. To practice hypocrisy. Right, you practice hypocrisy. A man's only allowed to have one woman in this society, but it's okay to be a faggot. But she's mad. It's okay for a woman to sleep around with as many men as she likes. But then, when she's all used up, now she wants a good man, a Christian man. Basically a pussy whip man, because that's the only one that you're going to find in a Christian church. Okay? Go on. And to utter error against the Lord. Right, that's what he does. He utters error against the Most High. One of the worst errors he does is the rainbow. He uses the rainbow for homosexuality. That's what it's associated with now. Okay? What does it say? They decree unrighteous decrees. Okay? That rainbow was a symbol to Noah that the Most High, if he does destroy the earth again, which he will do, with fire this time, he's not going to do it with water. That's what the rainbow represented. But nowadays, anyone sees a rainbow, they associate it with homosexuality. That's the wickedness of these Caucasians. Alright? Mainly your elites, because you peons don't know what the hell's going on. What your elites call you? Goyim. Go on. Thus saith the Bible. And to utter against the Lord, to make empty the soul of the hungry, and he will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail. The instruments also of the child are evil. He deviseth wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speaketh right. Right, read that again. The instruments also of the child are evil. He deviseth wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speaketh right. Get me Micah 5 and 10. They hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly. Okay? Because that's what the Bible says will happen. That's how you find out who the true prophets of the Most High are, because they're hated. You gave me that scripture fast, man. You tell me the Bible don't back itself up. Come on, man. This is Amos chapter 5 verse 10. They hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly. Right, and that shows you who the Most High's men are. That shows you who he's dealing with. Okay?
Why are you not talking about love? Why are you not, on a day like
what is love?
Why are you not talking about love? Love your neighbour.
This is Luke chapter 6 verse 22. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake. Right. That's the same thing that happened to the prophets of old as well. They got put to death.
In any book talking about love, heart, people, human beings. Why can you not embrace people?
Let me another one.
You want to talk about love? There was love.
Yeah, love. Yeah. It's about helping people.
This is Romans chapter 13 verse 10. Love worketh no ill to his neighbour. Therefore love is fulfilling of the law. Right, so during slavery,
can you not choose?
Where was the love in that? Okay?
I've got no.
Before the Renaissance, you know who the world called Jesus Christ? He was painted as a black guy. After Renaissance, Cesare Borgia, who's Caucasian, he was now put up as a Messiah. So if that was love, why was that done?
You've got to look with better eyes.
Why was that done?
Find love.
Give me that one.
Not today. Not
the yoke of iron. But there's another one I want as well.
Choose love.
Trying to remember
it's a choice, and this is not a good choice.
Give me a decent one.
Choose love.
Go on. Exodus chapter 31 verse 16. And he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand. Yeah? So you stole us from the west coast of Africa. This woman wants to talk about love, yeah? Where was the love in that? Yeah, you took us from the west coast of Africa. Right. A remnant of our people were taken from the west coast of Africa, and before that, with Oliver Cromwell, right? Because we ruled Europe at that time. If you hold that, let me get the sign up.
I did not do that. No. I'm talking about today. Today.
You said you do not do that, yeah? So your forefathers, you agree that your forefathers did that, yeah?
I have no idea what my
Which mean you have no idea?
I have...
Just type something in the internet, you'll see your forefathers.
Find out what my
Yeah? Your forefathers did that, yeah?
No,
So
I'm talking
what?
about love
So they've
today.
done that. Where's the love in that?
What you're doing, what you've got
Where's
to
the
be
love in
talking
that?
about is love today.
Look,
To
you're
find
saying
love
you did not do that.
today.
Your forefathers have done that. Yeah, and you're
I'm saying-
benefiting from
I
it
don't know.
by going into the shops, having banks. What was the first thing on the trade markets? Yeah, it was us, Negroes.
Not today.
Right, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 41 verse 7. The children will complain of an ungodly father because they shall be reproached for his sake. And that's you Caucasians. You don't want to be reproached for what your forefathers did. Get me 2 Thessalonians 1 and 6. Seeing it's a righteous will of Yahweh to recompense tribulation to them that troubled you. And who troubled you Negroes, Hispanics and Native Americans? Who's been troubling you for 400 years plus? All the enemies of you, okay? The Caucasian man, the Arab man, the Chinese man, the Indian man, okay? The Hamitic African, not the West Africans, okay? Because Joel chapter 3 shows that the Hametics, which are the Egyptians in them, they had a hand and they sold you Negroes, Hispanics and Native Americans to the Caucasian man. We're going to get that in Joel chapter 3 afterwards as well. Go on, man. I'm going to read that again. Ecclesiastes chapter 41 verse 7. The children will complain of an ungodly father, okay? Because they shall be reproached for his sake. And it says in Isaiah, prepare slaughter for his children. You got that one as well, yeah? Go on. This is Isaiah, this is the book, this is the Bible, King James Version, yeah? 16:11. Isaiah chapter 14 verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children, prepare slaughter for his children. So when you're not saying it wasn't me, it was my forefathers that did that, I wasn't there. This is what the Bible's saying to you lot when you say that. Okay, go on. For the iniquity of their fathers, for the iniquity of your fathers, your forefathers. Okay? Because you are your forefathers. The Bible talks about regeneration. You come back every third and fourth generation. Okay? So you are your forefathers. So you're talking about you weren't there. Yes, you were there. You just don't know that because the Most High takes away the remembrance when he puts you back on his planet. Okay? So don't come up here telling me, oh, it wasn't me, it was my forefathers. Because you are your forefathers. I'm going to read these two scriptures again. Ecclesiastes. In fact, read that one first again and I'll read this, yeah? Isaiah chapter 14 verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children. Prepare slaughter for his children. Go on. For the iniquity of their forefathers. For the iniquity of their forefathers. So you will get put to death and you will get punished for it. Okay? That's why it says in, what is it? Psalms 50? Give me Psalms 50. Alright? It says that the Most High said that, that's why a lot of our people think that God is Caucasian and the one calls Jesus Christ is Caucasian. Read that quick and then I'll read this afterwards, yeah? It's in Psalms chapter 50 verse 1.
Verse 16.
50 verse 16. But unto the wicked, God saith, what hast thou done? What hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? Right. Unto the wicked, the Most High said, what hast thou to do with my statutes, or to take his covenant in thy mouth? What the hell are you doing with the Bible? Okay? Because first of all, this Bible will destroy you, because it's not for you. Okay? Read that again, go on. This is Psalms, the book of Psalms, chapter 50 verse 16. But unto the wicked God saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? Right, that's when that white woman coming up talking about, oh, talk love, this and that. You don't know what love is. Okay? Go on. Seeing that thou hatest instruction, and castest my words behind me. When thou sawest a thief, then thou consentest with him. Right. If I read that, it says, talks about the wicked. It talks about the wicked, yeah? But unto the wicked the Most High saith. And what does it say in Job 9:24? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Who's ruling today? When the Negroes, Hispanics and the Native Americans come up here, you want to whisper and you get scared. That's what the Moses said, you're ashamed of it. Because you don't want to speak out and say who your enemy is according to the Bible. Because you're comfortable in this captivity. You think you've been here long enough, but you haven't. Okay, go on. There's a story here about the earliest parts of Esau when he came with his brother Cain. Now give us thy mouth to evil. When thou sawest a thief, then thou consentest with him. Right, when thou sawest a thief, then thou consentest with him. That's why it says in Joel, how when the Israelites ran into Africa, because their origin was it? Galatians 4:26. For Jerusalem is the mother, for Jerusalem which is above is free, is the mother of us all. What is it that they teach you in their education system? That Africa is the mother of us all. And yet they claim to hold the Bible, which is not theirs. Okay? Go on. Go on.
There you go. Thank you very
much. You thought it was for everyone. Get me Amos 3:1 again. Get me Amos 3:1 for this man. Let's find out if the Bible's for everyone.
The Bible teaches us to love.
Go on. This is Amos chapter 3 verse 1.
Jesus came to
Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel. O children of Israel. The Most is only dealing with the Israelites, not the Israelis.
You are hateful.
Go on.
You are hateful.
Does God hate?
No, but you're hateful.
Oh no.
You're
Alright, cool. O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known. You only have I known. The Hebrew Israelites is the only ones that he's known and the only ones he's dealing with. The Bible's not for everyone that the Christian churches teach. So you've been lied to for probably all of your life.
And you.
Okay, go on. You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities. What was the punishment that the Negroes, Hispanics and Native Americans went into?
This is better than TV.
What is it that you guys always saying, get over it, get over it? Slavery. That's what you're talking about. Get over it, get over it. That's the worst. The Bible says it's the worst thing that's ever happened on the planet. Ever.
Oh, no.
Nothing can compare to that. Do you understand? Just in that slavery alone, 110 million. And then in Americas, there was another 100 and something million Native Americans. So that's 200 and something million. Plus, up to this day as well, plus you have Israelites in America that were hanged in what, 2010? And it's 2017 now. Only 7 years ago.
Why are you using that microphone?
Do you understand? Why am I using the microphone? Get me Isaiah 58:1. You'll find out why I'm using the microphone.
To be heard. To be heard.
Cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice.
Are you afraid people won't
Go
hear you?
on, read that.
Just talk the
This
truth.
is the answer, yeah? Because we're not going to talk to you, we're going to read it to you. Yeah? We're going to read it to you. Isaiah chapter 58 verse 1. Okay? Cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet and show my people their transgression and the house of Jacob their sins. And the house of Jacob their sins. Because they're the only ones that can sin.
What? I can't hear you. Sorry.
Go on.
Is that, yeah?
King James Version. And they've also got 1611 as well.
You said it's not for everyone.
Right.
And your version of that is not.
It's not my version.
No.
Do you understand?
Where's your version then?
No, you don't understand. That's what the Bible says. The wicked shall do wickedly, and you shall not understand. But let's get back to what is it? Psalms. Right. It's Psalms 50 and 16. Go on.
Where's your version?
Let's get back to Psalms 15. This is the reason why our people think that God is Caucasian and Jesus is Caucasian.
That's right.
Apart from Job 9:24. Go on. This is Psalms chapter. Psalms chapter 50, verse. I'll start from 18. When thou sawest a thief, then thou consentest with him, and hast been partakers of adulteries. Right. Because they sold us, the Hamitic Africans, the indigenous Africans. If you go over to that sign right there and you'll study it and you'll see, all the scriptures are there. You understand? That's why it says in Exodus 11 and 7, where is it? Against man or beast, not a dog shall move his tongue, so that they shall know that the Most High put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel, which are two different nations. They're both dark, but they're two different nations. That's why Paul was mistaken for an Egyptian. That's why Moses was mistaken for an Egyptian. Because they're the same complexion, they're just not the same nationality.
And you're mistaken for a man of
But what do these ones say? They say, oh, you're all Africans. and you were all swinging from the trees, pick up that sign there when we actually ruled Europe. Okay?
Prove that Jesus lived.
Even Barack Obama should be in because he's not our people.
Yeah, it's on that sign down there. Obama's on that sign down there, man. Because he's a Cushite. But let me finish that one. Let me finish that.
Whose sign is that?
That's my sign.
Right.
All of these signs are mine.
bollocks.
Go on, let's finish that.
Mr. Microphone. Mr. Microphone.
Thou givest my mouth to evil and my tongue frameth deceit. That's right, no, because the Bible doesn't say anything about swearing, so you can swear as much as you like.
I say,
Let him do his thing, man. Because he's going to get put to death anyway. Go on. Scripture says show favour to the weak. Thou givest thy mouth to evil and thy tongue frameth deceit. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Thou slanderest thine own mother's son. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. It was Edom's brother, Jacob. The Edomites are who? Are the one which means red. Because they have no melanin in their skin. And who is their paternal brother? Jacob, the Israelites. So he sitteth and speaketh against his brother. Okay? Go on. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such and one as thyself. You hear this one? Hear this scripture. This is the reason why our people think that God is white. Go on. And this is the reason why the Caucasian man thinks he's done a good thing. He thought the Heavenly Father was with him, putting us in slavery. Yeah, manifest destiny. Go on. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Because the Heavenly Father hadn't brought us forth yet. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such and one as thyself. Right. Thou altogether thought I was such as one as thyself. Do you understand? Go on. What does he say? I will reprove thee. But I will reprove thee and set them in order before mine eyes. Right. The Most High is going to reprove these Caucasians, man. And set them in order before his eyes. Which is us down here as well. Okay? You're not getting away with what you did. And mainly you elites. You peons, man, I don't give a shit. But you elites. That's how it says them, shake the hand, and they may go into the gates of the nobles. And the gates of the nobles is your Rothschilds, and your Du Bois, and your Gettys, and your Rockefellers. You lot don't even know that. You're blissfully unaware. What's the saying? Ignorance is bliss. Go on. Please, sir. This is Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 13. Woe unto him that buildeth his house by unrighteousness, and his chambers by wrong, that useth his neighbour's service without wages. Right, that's what they did during slavery. They used our services without wages. For example, you know the drink Jack Daniels? Came out in the Daily Mail that it was created by a black guy. Have they changed the name of the drink? No. Come find out that what? Negroes, Hispanics and Native Americans ruled Europe. So who is the real illegal immigrants? You Caucasians are the real illegal immigrants. But it only applies when it's someone else. America. The so-called Native Americans, which is Israelites from Gad and Reuben, they were over there first. But you want to talk about getting illegal immigrants out? We'll go back to the, what is it, Caucasus Mountains of Georgia, Russia, where you broke out from. That's what does it say in Job? There, what is it? We ran them out to dwell into the clefts of the rocks. Okay? At least the Hamitic Africans were smart enough to make, mud huts out of shit. These Caucasians weren't even smart enough to do that. They had to run into the caves. Go on. This is Job chapter 30, verse 1. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. And that's Job talking. He said he wouldn't even put the Caucasian man next to his dog. What is it they promote? Bestiality. So that's how you know Job wasn't a Caucasian man. What did he say? So Job 30 and 30, my skin is black upon me. Even he's saying that his skin was black. Okay, go on. Yea, whereto might the strength of their hands profit me, in whom old age was perished? For want and famine they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness in former time desolate and waste. Fleeing into the wilderness of former time desolate and waste. The mountains of Georgia, Russia, the Caucasus Mountains. That's where you fled to. To flee means to escape. Okay? Why are you escaping? Because people don't want you around them. Well, it's not us. It's the Most High that's put still on us to do this.
No.
You see what I'm saying?
It is you now coming out to the public and making it opponents and everything.
Well, this is for the Negroes, Hispanics and Native Americans. This isn't for the heathen nations. We don't give two shits what happens to them. You see what I'm saying? But brother, where are you from?
Where am I from?
Yeah.
I was born in this country.
What tribe are you from?
But my parents are from Nigeria, from
What,
Lagos.
what tribe are you from?
What tribe? I'm a Yoruba.
Yoruba. So you'll be the top tribe, Judah.
I understand where I'm from.
You already know that, yeah? You already know you're Israel.
Oh yes, oh yes.
Yeah.
I come from royalty of Yoruba.
Right. Well, where's your beard, boss man?
What? I beg your pardon?
Where's your beard?
Where is my beard?
Yeah.
Where did I beard?
Your beard.
My beard? No, I don't use beard. Because actually I'm a medical doctor.
You're a medical doctor. So that you're not allowed to have a beard.
No. Nobody hold me back. But that particular beard, according to our own customs, according to our own customs, the chief is said, the reality is said, should not live in a room.
Okay.
For your performance. You see those people
You still got that scripture?
they went into something wrong. You understand the point now?
Okay. But at least you know you're Israelite, right?
Oh yeah, no, my identity is my thing. Your identity, which I've seen, it tells me that this is my God. That was the reason why I said.
Okay.
Normally stop.
Okay.
Take care anyway.
That's
I
all
know
right, yeah?
what you are doing. God bless you.
Okay, thank you. Go on. For want and famine they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness in former time desolate of waste. You cut up mallows by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat. Juniper roots. Do they not still sell juniper berries in their top shops? What's their top shops? Waitrose, Marks and Spencer. Who's it they sell in there? Juniper berries and roots. Read that again. What's the main fruits that they eat? Strawberry and berries in all their cakes and everything. Victoria sponge cake. The Bible's not telling you who these Edomites are today. Then I don't know who it is. Go on. You cut up mallows by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat. They were driven from among men. They were driven from among men. Because of how vile they are. Okay? And that shows you the power of our God. That he put the Bible says that they called him the basis of men. You know that scripture? And the Most High set up the basis of men. The basis means the lowest. You understand? Because he men promote bestiality. Men are men, women are women. Which is backwards. Okay? Trust me, like, Jesus loves everyone, like he's going to come down. He didn't commit any sin, but when he comes down, he's going to allow all them sins to continue. That's madness. Because who the one called Jesus Christ, his name is Yahushua. So Cesare Borgia, if you're talking about Cesare Borgia, then yeah, okay, fine. So he ain't going nowhere. When he gets resurrected, in fact, who he is today is David D. Rothschild. But then again, you guys wouldn't know that, would you? Go on. This is Daniel chapter 4 verse 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and we are the watchers, because we know what's going on. The Bible says, a prudent man foreseeth the evils and hideth himself. And the way you hide yourself is in these scriptures and the understanding of the Bible. And you're only going to get that understanding if the Most High is dealing with you. You're not going to get in the churches, because what is it? Acts 5:48. Howbeit the Most High that made the heavens and the earth dwelleth not in temples built with hand. So if anyone talk about God is in my church, you're a blood clot liar. Go on. This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, and the man by the word of the holy ones, which is the elect. Alright? Those are in the judgment seat. So what is it? Paul was saying, do you not know that we shall judge the angels? What does the Christian say? Oh, you're not allowed to judge. But what? 2 Corinthians 2:15 says, the natural man understands not the things of the spirit, but the spiritual man judgeth all things, yet he is judged of no man. In fact, grab me that scripture as well. Let me cement that. Can't. Even there's a whole freaking book in the Bible called Judges. So if you can't judge, why is there a book in the Bible called Judges? It's just stupid. Yeah, first one. And the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. Right, to know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. Alright? Everyone down on this planet is just a little toy, basically. Okay, go on. And giveth it to whomsoever he will. Right, the Most High gives rulership to whomsoever he will. What is it? The scripture that says, he saith that by his hand that he did all these things. No, these Caucasians are up in the Caucasus Mines, wet match in a dark cave. Okay, the Most High had us Israelites fighting each other, which weakened us. All right, and they usurped authority. They didn't outright fight us for it. They were poisoning our kings and our queens. Alright, that's what it talks about, what is it? The devil shall be loosened for a season to deceive the world once more. And how did he deceive the world? Cesare Borgia, or who you call aka Jesus Christ today. Okay, go on. Quick precept. This is Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whosoever he will. So that's right, it's like that. And that's talking about what is it? So-called kings of today is what? Your Rothschilds. They're the ones that are in absolute rulership. They're telling you about government. This is not government, it's a feudal system. Okay? Who's that guy? Evander Rothschild? He's being interviewed by the Goyim and the peons on that news channel. And the Goyim asked him, what's the economy, basically? What's the direction of the economy? Alright? Because it's either he didn't know, or he did know, but it's the Rothschilds that decide what happens in the stock market and the economy, whether it crashes or not. And Evander Rothschild wasn't trying to give out the information to a peon. Then he said, oh well, the powers that be haven't decided yet. Because he knows damn well he's talking about himself. But you lot wouldn't know that. The Christian churches should be telling you what the hierarchy was going on. They should be telling you, Negroes, Hispanics and Americans, what the hell's going on. Get me Lamentations 2 and 14. That prophets have seen vain and foolish things to be. Right? And they have not discovered thine iniquity to turn away thy captivity. But it seems to be false causes of banishment. Okay? That's your Christian churches. You got it, yeah? Lamentations 2:14. Come on. Lamentations chapter 2 verse 14. Thy prophets have seen vain and foolish things for thee, and they have not discovered thine iniquity to turn away thy captivity. But I have seen for thee false burdens and causes of banishment. The Christian churches have seen for you false burdens and causes of banishment. Oh, I had a small biscuit last night. I was naughty. You understand? All kinds of EDUP business. TD Jakes, Creflo Dollar. Okay? But they're mega churches. They're not telling you Negroes, Hispanics and Americans who you are and how the hell to get out of the situation you're in right now. That's why it says in Baruch chapter 4 verse 6, you were sold unto your enemies, not your friends. Okay? So when the Bible talks about love thine enemy, it's not talking about the heathen nations. It's talking about your fellow Israelite brother. Okay? When a bus is being driven by an Israelite, more time he will stop the bus in front of another Israelite. When a Caucasian man's driving the bus, regardless of how long you Negroes, Hispanics and Native Americans will be waiting there, he will stop the bus or slow it down in front of a Caucasian person. But Indian man, when he's there, Ilford or Upton Park or whatever, and one of his Indian brothers are waiting at a bus stop, he will stop the bus in front of them. So when the Bible's talking about love thine enemy, it's talking about your enemy of your same nation. It's not talking about the heathen nations. Okay? That's how it says in, what is it, Jeremiah? Why dost thou trimmest thy way to seek love? Therefore you have taught the wicked their ways. That's what you Israelites do. You trim your way to seek love. About integration, this and that. Exactly, where did you not benefit from integrating with your enemies? All you did was sacrifice the very little you have. You understand? Let your enemies rule over you even more. All of that could get put away if you turn back to your God. We're just vessels out here. Okay? You Negroes, Hispanics and Native Americans, you need to turn back to your God. And this shit will end. He'll put you back at the top. Your churches are not teaching you that. Okay? You have to take your rebuke and reproof, and it's not as heavy as you... It may sound heavy, but it's not heavy. A man without a beard, Israelite man without a beard, it's a shame unto him. Okay? What happened in the Bible? David's men, the heathens, what is it? The heathens, they cut off David's men's beard, and he said, don't come back till your beard grows back. That shows you the significance of the beard.